when you're truly conscious and you've been to an astral realm, or you've been to what divinity really is, it's pretty spooky that in the physical world, let's put it this way, until you've thought of something, it wasn't possible for you to see it. Or until you saw something, it wasn't possible for you to think it. One of those two things in time, right? Well, when you've been to that other place, when you think of something, and it's something you've created, you can try to look it up, and it will either there won't be anything about it, and then it will show up soon in your future. And if it doesn't show up visually or in form, someone will say something will sound like something, and it will describe almost exactly what you're talking about in some way. I don't know how else to put that into words, but then say, or it'll show up like you wouldn't have ever heard of it before, but you'll see it in detail, and then look it up, and it will have some description of it that will be exactly along with what you were talking about or thinking about or what you thought was your original thought. But even more interestingly, you know more of a truth about what their definition is, like Wikipedia or the encyclopedia or the dictionary won't even know half of what you know about that subject once you look at it. It's pretty odd. It's spooky. And then you look into the dictionary. If I read the dictionary, I see every word because I wrote the letters and symbols before I saw anything to write them on. Like, I made the symbols up in air. So, like, none of them, I can read without them. So sometimes trying to read them will throw me off because those aren't the truth. But those are just what we use to symbolize the truth. We symbol with our eyes. They're symbolizing the truth. No, think about it. TH, U is like unanimous, or like R is reoccurring. U is unanimous, but T, R, U, and then TH. It's just plus reoccurring unanimous TH, and then energy would be the, true, TRUE. You take out TH there, and that's all it is. It's just an energetic representation, or how we would express it to each other, whether it's moving or whether it's just something in thought, an expression, or an energetic representation. TR, usually truer, or RE, or RUE, those kind of things, they're hard to explain because the signs and symbols are all there, and when we say them, we don't need to write them down to know what they mean, but we can also write them down to help us know what they mean. But there's more than that. Like, right there is what I mean by the spiritual math versus regular math, just with letters and numbers. But when you've been to those places, not just in a figurative place or talking to somebody and they can conceptually get it, but not even just in the mind where you can visualize it. Like, it's everything about you and around you. Like the world, the plants that grow, the birds that fly by, the insects that fly and land all around, and everything that happens is something that you almost either knew about before it would happen or are creating it as it happens. And not in some odd way, but in the real way. And other people wouldn't get it, so you have to try to step out of it and get out of it so that you don't seem so crazy, because you know what's happened before when you get to that point. You know what's happened to you when you've been there. And sometimes you can stay away from it long enough that it'll go away. And it's spooky that people will choose to do that. When we are all awake beings, we've just let it go. The truth will come right into our ears and we'll say, oh wow, that really makes sense, I get that. But I can't because I'm just little old me. And then we go back to that. And I don't know how you can help people say, quit going in the little old me syndrome. You are all that, man. And not in a conceited way, because you do have work to do. We all do. On ourselves and on each other and on the world around us. So let's do that. With open hearts, open minds, and with love. Until next time, peace.